Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having an Aries Sun and Libra Mars in the natal chart. Now, first off, with an Aries Sun, your basic fundamental character may be aggressive, assertive, forceful, combative, and impatient. However, a Libra Mars may often try to resolve conflicts in a diplomatic manner. There may be more energy injected into matters connected with compromise, reconciliation, and cooperation. Libra Mars may try to dispute without being disputatious. So this can give a little more tactful and diplomatic side to the otherwise, very, combative Aries Sun energy. The Aries Sun, as far as the basic nature goes, may be self-reliant and independent. However, when you have a Libra Mars, you may be more involved in activities that involve others, that involve collaborating with others on projects and endeavors. There may be more of a need to do things with other people in general, in contrast to, more so than the typical Aries Sun would. And if the Sun makes an opposition to Mars, let's say if the Sun is at 17 degrees Aries and Mars is at 19 degrees Libra, that would form an opposition aspect, and there may be more of a conflict between matters pertaining to the self, which is the Sun, and those with sexual partners, which is Mars. And the thing is, if you have, let's say, an inconjunct aspect between the Sun and Aries and Mars and Libra. Let's say, for example, if the Sun is at Aries at 29 degrees, and then you have Libra Mars at 1 degree, that would form an inconjunct aspect. And if you have an inconjunct aspect between the Sun and Mars, an adjustment may be needed between matters connected with the self, which is the Sun, and those with sexual partners, again, which is Mars. One or the other may be overemphasized. The key is to find the harmony, the balance, and the equilibrium between the two. It could be where, it may be matters pertaining to the self, self-centered, egocentric matters may dominate the person to the expense and exclusion of those with sexual partners, or it could be the other way around. It could be at times where matters pertaining to sexual partners may dominate the person's time and energy to the expense and exclusion of matters that are more self-centered. So it's about, again, finding that balance, the harmony, and the equilibrium with that energy. And the thing about, and then when you having Mars in Libra, one or more of those people, sexual partners, may actually be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are charming, tactful, diplomatic, refined, cooperative, compromising, artistic, amiable, fair, equitable, but at the same time can be overly ambivalent, indecisive, and want peace at virtually any price. Also, too, when you look at this, it's interesting because you have a strong disparity with this energy, because you have the Sun and Mars being in opposite signs with this combination. Aries Sun, as far as the basic fundamental character, the true self, may be combative and confrontational, while you have Libra Mars. Mars is about, what drives and motivates us, our enthusiasm, and Libra Mars may have an enthusiasm toward reconciliation, compromise, and cooperation. So you have, again, a strong difference and disparity with this energy. The Sun, basic nature may be one way, but what the person has, the enthusiasm for, what drives and motivates him or her, may be completely different. And Aries Sun, the Sun has a connection with the physical body. Yes, the Ascendant dominates the appearance and physical body, but the Sun may have a can have a connection as well. And Aries Sun may have physical related issues connected with the head, skull, face, brain, and eyes. Now, Mars is about physical related injuries. So Mars in Libra may have physical related injuries associated with the lower back, the kidneys, and endocrine system. So, those are some ways that, as far as this combination goes, how it could manifest and pan out in the person's chart. Now, another thing, too, is that having, Mars, the Sun in Aries, the Sun is about our focus. And, the Sun in Aries may have, again, that strong focus and attention on expressing leadership and, enterprise and initiative. When you have the Mars in Libra, though, Mars, again, is about our enthusiasm, what drives and motivates us. And it can be where, the person is driven and motivated toward more about collaborating with others on projects and endeavors. So this could actually give a balance with the independence, which is, the self-reliance connected with the Aries Sun. And then the Mars in Libra, doing things with others, more about collaboration. And also, too, Mars is about, actions and activities. Mars and the Sun are actually similar because both have, the connection with actions. Mars and Libra may have, actions where they want things, very balanced actions, devoting a certain amount of time to this, devoting a certain amount of time to that, dispersing their energy evenly. And, Libra Mars, as far as, activities may go, the person may often be involved in actions, that are artistic, whether it's drawing, painting, or sculpting, or anything with the arts, which can include acting as well. Also, too, there may be, Mars, is about, things that are, doing things physical related, and, things connected with balance. That can include sports that involve balance, such as tennis and gymnastics. Both of those sports emphasize, having your balance and equilibrium. But this is, a case where, again, you have that very strong disparity, of the energy with the Aries Sun and having a Libra Mars in a natal chart. And again, if you have like that opposition aspect between the two, it can feel like, a perpetual, like a tug of war that you're actually dealing with as far as that energy goes. And so this is those are some ways that this could actually, manifest in a natal chart. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.